Good morning.
Good morning.
It's Facebook Friday at 9:30 a.m. on Friday morning.
Exactly, and hopefully everybody remembered.
Actually, I think, oh yes, it's 1 minute early. Oh,
are we 1 minute early?
Well, that's good.
That's
we can
okay.
Just talk about
ourselves.
it.
Yeah. How was your week?
Actually, my week was really unproductive at the very beginning. And then all of a sudden I hit my stride and I felt like I was accomplishing things. It's all in my head.
Yes, it is.
Because I'm doing things every day.
Yes, you are. Exactly.
I think I like the idea of finishing some things, like.
Me too.
Just like having something and then you can see the progression, not just know that you're progressing, but actually see the results.
Exactly.
Like when you're dusting and it's dusty and then you dust and then it's not dusty. Like
about
that's
5 minutes in my house. Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
I'm glad you remembered, Beverly.
That's right, exactly.
Way to go. And Kathleen also remembered.
Yay. We were just saying, I hope people remember that we're at a different time. So
yeah, and if they don't remember, then we're on our own.
We're on our own, but
with Beverly and Kathleen.
Exactly. It wouldn't be the first time that we're, talking up a storm. So
I daughter remembered with her alarm.
Good for you.
It's funny, I think you get lost in doing things, etc. Because Lisa was busy answering emails.
That's right.
No,
exactly. Yeah.
3-4 minutes ago. Don't keep doing the email.
Yeah.
You gotta get. Anyway, it's easy to forget because we're in the middle of your busy day.
That's right. Yes.
Good morning, Karen and Loretta. Hello, everyone. Donna's there.
Snowy in Vermont. Yeah.
Well, I kind of expect that, don't you? Snowy in Vermont. Is
That's
there
true.
a song about snowy in Vermont?
Well, there's that old Christmas movie, White Christmas, where they go to Vermont over Christmas.
Oh, okay.
Remember?
Okay.
Snow, and there was no snow. Anyways. So, oops. Not all the time, but you would think so. Yeah,
I guess so. Good morning.
That's one of my favorite Christmas movies.
Trisha. Nice to see you. It's why is it when I dust it's still dusty?
Yeah.
That's what Lisa said.
That's right, exactly.
I use something called a dust magnet. It's like a magnet cloth, and it really isn't dusty when I'm done.
Oh, good. Want to come to my house?
No, thanks.
Clean up after the dogs.
Richard uses a vacuum cleaner with a HEPA filter on it.
Oh.
Yeah, he says it works great.
Oh, good idea.
I'm thinking pulling out the vacuum every time I want to dust something is not my cup of tea. I do call him now, though. I say, "Oh, look at how dusty it is."
You have to have vacuum cleaner handy. Exactly. I had my husband convinced for years that the vacuum cleaner was too heavy for me to push and pull. So he would do it for me.
You are good.
I am, but it only lasted so long.
Oh, too bad.
That's right. Yeah.
Good morning, Carol Reed and Jennifer Davis.
Jennifer, Patty, yay.
You remembered this week.
Angie, good to see you.
Oh, that's nice that everyone's here. Hello, Jennifer Gowan.
Yeah.
Good to see you too. And you set the alarm too. Actually, using an alarm on your cell phone is such a good idea.
It is indeed.
I don't do it.
Yeah. No, I do.
I just don't remember to set the alarm. Never mind remembering the appointment itself.
Oh yeah, no, I set the alerts to remind me depending how far I have to drive, half hour, 45 minutes. Exactly.
I know, that sounds too organized.
Sometimes you have to be organized.
That's true.
Yeah.
Milady says
hello.
I love your name. Trisha says, I'll invite you over with your dust cloth.
I said the same thing.
Unfortunately, no takers here. Thank you. Hello, Sandy Werbitsky. Yeah. Sandy is one of our moderators, and she does such an amazing job.
She does.
I love the fact that Sandy's there, because even if you don't catch every single post, and Sandy and all our moderators can't possibly do that. There's so many posts. But even if you don't, she's there. And if there's a question, Sandy will answer, or one of the other moderators. And it's just a delight to have you as one of our spokespeople. Sandy, thank you so much for being part of our angel group. I think that's kind of the way I feel about you guys. Yeah. You're our angels. And then Kathy Bird says, good day, 3.5 inches of rain last night. Oh boy, it sounds like your weather is pretty stormy.
Exactly, yes.
Thank goodness it's Friday.
I agree, Sylvie, yes.
I want to say a special hello to Petra. Petra has recently joined us as a employee, no, more like a contract person, who has started to work for Victoria Sampler and is going to be setting up a mailing list, which we have just together decided on which one to use, and it's going to be really nice. And I don't know anything about technical stuff, so I'm so grateful that Petra is joined our team. Welcome, Petra, to the Victoria Sampler employee partner co-worker team, because there's so many people and they all do so many different things.
Exactly. We wouldn't be able to do it without any of them. So
yeah, so thank you for joining us. I'm so glad you're part of it, and I hope that the new mailing list is going to be set up soon, because there's a free pattern at the end of the line of that.
Awesome.
If you join the new mailing list, you'll get a free pattern.
That's perfect.
That's what I'm hoping.
Exactly.
So I have a question, a real quick question.
You have a real quick question?
If you have an idea about what kind of free pattern you'd like for the mailing list, let me know, okay? Because I'm really looking for ideas.
Oh, okay.
So it looks like Sandra Leon is here too, one of our other moderators.
What are our other moderators? Exactly.
Hello, Sandra. I'm so glad you're here.
Yes. Yeah.
No, you guys are too kind. Yeah. No, you.
Morning, Barbara. Yeah.
Good morning. Nice to see you.
Yay, Petra.
Exactly. Yay, Petra is right. Yeah. Donna Granger does quite a bit of stitching for me as well.
Absolutely.
Just so everyone knows. Yeah. Donna's part of the team as well, on and off, but not all the time.
Yeah.
But when she has time, she also does so many good things for us.
She's got magic needles, so you know she stitches up a storm in a very quick time, and how really she does it, I don't know. Really well done. That's right. I don't know how she does it. It takes me forever to stitch something.
Petra says, "Hello, coworker."
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you're my daughter, but still, you are a new employee coworker.
Coworker. Yes.
Partner.
Exactly. Yes.
Contract.
Yeah.
And it looks like Daisy's here. Good morning.
Good morning.
And that's it?
That's it. So far.
That is just awesome.
So far,
Thank you so much for coming and for being here.
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't know if we're going to be quite as entertaining as we were last week. Apparently, we were on a roll.
Yes. And they do happen once in a while. So I'm getting over my trauma from yesterday. So
tell them about your trauma.
I've been working on the layout, writing the instructions, and charting the dog sampler, and I get it all finalized yesterday.
In the evening, right?
In the evening, just before going home, I closed the chart, and then I always like to reopen it, and all the symbols were gone.
Very dramatic.
It was like my heart sank, my stomach kind of made me feel ill, and I went and cried to Thea, and luckily
she did actually cry. She went into my office and she said, "Are you here?"
Yeah.
I said,
I feel sick to my stomach. I said
all that work, and that actually takes like what, 2 weeks to do, right?
At least 2 weeks. I think it was 3 weeks I've been working on the chart. Luckily, our Gabor, who is our tech guy, saved my bacon and managed to get the chart from the day before. So I've got a couple of things that I need to add to it, but it's not like I have to do the whole chart over again, which I was dreading because, of course, I haven't done the editing, and once I edit, then I always find things I have to correct. So I would have had to start from the beginning.
And now look at you. You're all rested.
I know. I'm rested, and I'm ready to edit. So
Gabor doesn't actually work for us full time anymore, but once in a while he is kind of on call.
Yeah.
So if there's any snafus or technical issues, and he's done this once, a couple of times before, where he saved our bacon by just basically restoring the day before's backup, right?
Yeah.
And I wanted to learn how to do it because I thought, well, if we learn how to do it, we won't feel nearly as panicky.
Exactly, yeah.
And of course, he did it with, like, I just texted him and then I said, can you do this? Just restore one file. And the next text I got, it's been restored. And I thought, no, I want to learn how to do it.
He doesn't want to hit hand off his secrets or anything.
No, he does not. Donna, you should not be blushing. You're wonderful. Thank you.
Hi, Sylvia. Good to see you.
Marty Martin, hello.
Hi, Marty.
How are you doing? How is your recovery progressing? You're stitching a lot more now, I think, right?
Yeah, she should be.
Yeah. So maybe the new spring block party is going to be coming out your needle soon.
Yep.
The lady says, I'm on the existing email list. Do I need to get on the new list? If so, how? Well, my lady, very good question.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to email the email list that we have now with the link to the new email list. Actually, I'm not going to do that.
Petra's
I think
going to do it.
going to do that. I forgot. Petra's working.
Petra needs to do that.
So as soon as she does, and as soon as you're contacted, then you will know exactly where to go and how to sign up. So not to worry. Nothing's happening quite yet, but hopefully in a week.
Yeah.
Maybe
soon.
Pretty soon. I have to make that chart first, though.
Yeah.
Give me some ideas. Please make a backup of things. Yeah, Tricia, we do make a backup. We just don't know how to restore it.
Yeah, that's right. A backup is done every night, but when you're working on something, you don't think to make a spare copy. Because normally it doesn't happen.
This only happens once in a very long while.
Very long while. So usually, but we do backup. We back up everything.
Otherwise, we couldn't have restored.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just that Gabor knows how to restore.
Not us.
We don't know yet, and we are going to learn.
That's right. I did think about going over to the server to see if I can figure it out, and I thought that's not because I don't really know what I'm doing. So
yeah, it helps a lot.
Yeah. It's like, don't want to mess it and make it worse.
No.
So
Barbara said, Renault says, and Yay Gabor, and everybody's going, and Jennifer's understanding how you felt.
It was terrible.
Exactly.
Yes, it was.
And Carol says, we were talking about what to do with stuff we don't want anymore last week. Guild made $600 on a staff sale. Now there is a great thing to do.
That's a great thing, yes.
And it helps your guild too.
Yeah, it helps the guild.
Thanks. That's a great suggestion. And Marty says, I'm better in driving, still in a sling while in public. Why are you in a sling in public and not privately?
Well, she wants to pretend that she's healing.
I bet you do that so that you don't get bumped.
Actually, if she's out in public, it's probably more secure if she's holding it. Whereas at home, she doesn't really have to worry about it.
In public, you just meant like not in your home.
But in my case, if I'm at home, I tend to sometimes bump into walls because I'm not paying attention. So it would probably be a good idea for me to wear it at home too. So
okay. You're not quite as accident prone as you think you are, but there is a time once in a while where
I'm not paying attention. I'm moving around. It's like, oh God, into the door frame or something like that.
Actually, Richard has that too. Yeah, funny. Tricia says, I save a copy of changes as I go, so I have versions. Yeah, that's right. Then you can have versions. Absolutely. And Patricia say Claire has joined. That's nice. And she says, Christmas Hardanger Biscore New Orny.
Yeah.
That's my idea.
For the free pattern,
And that's for Christmas.
But that's Christmas, so why not do a spring one?
Also, like it says, Christmas Hardanger Biscore New Orny. So how about a
spring
and Christmas?
Exactly.
Why not do all 4 seasons while I'm at it? No.
Yeah, you could. But, for the very launch of it, maybe you just do a spring one. Summer one or something like that.
That's true. And actually, it would be really nice to do a Biscore New Orny.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So thank you very much. Good suggestion. Love it. Karen Krause says, good morning.
Good morning, Oregon. Karen. Good to see you. Oh, 2 Karens.
Karen, is it 5:30 a.m.?
In New Zealand, it would be. My. Yes, thank you for joining us.
Welcome. Get your coffee. Oh, no, you're in bed.
She's probably still waking up.
No, she's in bed. She likes being in bed.
Well, at 5:30 in the morning, I don't blame her. I would too.
Oh, we guessed right. So people won't run into it. Okay, Marty.
That's right. Thank you.
And Patricia's in South Texas.
Hi, Donna. Good to see you.
I'll eat my lunch. You can keep me company.
Good. Yeah.
Even better. Yippee.
Yeah.
That's great. I like your idea, Thea. The idea of doing all 4 seasons, I bet, right?
That's right. Yes. Yeah.
How about a welcome Biscore New? Oh, now that's a good thought. The idea of being welcome to the new list. I like that.
That's right.
Thank you, Tricia. Great idea.
Hi, Cleary. Yep, in bed, Karen says. So
Karen says, yep, in bed. I just love it that one of our constant watchers and participators is in bed when she's seeing us.
Yes.
We should actually come here. Remember we did that one time?
We did a PJ time. Yeah, we
didn't do it this last Christmas.
No, we didn't.
Because I was sick.
Yes, you were.
I could have really been in PJs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So did you notice that I already uploaded part 4 of the spring block party? Actually, when I first titled it, it was going to be called Spring is Sprung. So that's the reason why it says Spring is Sprung on there. But on the other hand, you can change it because I have given you a link for the alphabets. It's called the Petty Point alphabet in our free patterns on our website. So that's the same, very similar anyway, alphabet pattern. So you can use your own alphabets to make your own saying and put your own little decorations in that square. So do a little designing if you feel up to it. You know,
a challenge.
And if you don't, just do what I did. Yeah. I mean, you don't have to do it exactly the same, but you can always make a few changes, right?
You can. That's the whole fun of this exercise, is to, choose your colors and make changes and stretch your imagination, and that's the fun part.
Exactly. Thank you. That's great, Tricia. Thank you. Yes, I got mine. What?
Not too sure. What were we talking about?
Lady, what were we talking about when you got yours? I can't remember.
I don't know.
I can't remember 2 minutes ago.
Yeah. No.
I
know. It's terrible.
Yeah. Barbara says, yes, I can't wait to see it. Me too. I could hardly wait to see it myself.
Oh, maybe the
pattern. Okay, now I feel better.
Okay. Thought we were missing something there.
Oh, that's good. And someone says, yes, I saw part 4. You've probably stitched it already, right?
Donna's probably already got it. Yeah. Oh, no, she had to set her alarm to get up. So she hasn't started, but
I know.
It'll be done this afternoon.
Oh, I'm sure. Clary says, oh, cool. I'll have to download it later. Thank you. It's just a part of it, and then the last 2 parts will be just a little bit more detailed. That's my hint to you all.
Exactly.
So, giggle girls, exactly. I guess that's what we do.
We are, yes. And I'm not ashamed to say so.
No, we find everything funny.
We do.
Including ourselves.
Mostly.
Okay, so what we did today was to bring out all of our bell pulls, and actually not all of our bell pulls. That would be like way too many bell pulls.
But the garden bell pulls.
Exactly, and they're all the same size, which is kind of cute, because then you could possibly frame them either together or join them in some way if you wanted to. Yeah. So this is the first one, which is called Woodland Garden. I'm going to see if it'll focus in, which it probably won't, but that's okay. You get the idea. There's some butterflies and rose things, and it's called Woodland Garden because it says so right there. So that's the first one. It actually looks nicer when it's farther away. Yeah. Because when you get too close, it just fuzzes right out, right?
It does.
So that's the first one. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more.
Yeah.
Yay.
Oh, and including that one, but it's not made into a bell pull. So
yeah, so we'll sprinkle the little gardens throughout our little chat today.
And what's great about the little gardens is they're small and they're fun to stitch. You know, you get a few specialty stitches, some cross stitch, and I really enjoy doing the little ones.
The little ones too, yeah, they give you a completion quite quickly. They're not very wide, so each band doesn't take very long, but there's a lot of variation in them. And the other thing that I really like about them is that people who are beginners or people who haven't done a lot of a lot of specialty stitching would be able to learn with these.
Absolutely.
There isn't any hardhanger in any of them. And I did that on purpose at the time.
Oh, well.
Oh, she's going to change.
Sorry.
Yeah, there's some hardhanger in one of them.
Puny, a little bit. But,
Well, it's good for a beginner.
It is actually good for a beginner, yes.
So, so that's why I thought, well, that might be good because there's a number of people here who are learning how to do specialty stitches, how to count, how to read the chart, etc., and learning from each other. When you're doing all the free patterns, they have a few specialty stitches, and you kind of build on one upon the other. Well, this selection, this series, you could call it, of what I used to call Victorian gardens, but they're just the little gardens that I've done. They have the same kind of atmosphere as some of the specialty stitches in our free patterns like
Absolutely.
like the lovebirds and
Yeah.
and even the pumpkin one. I forgot what that one was called.
The trick.
It wasn't Trick or Treat.
No.
It's the one that we did.
It was. Yeah.
Anyway, the Halloween one, the free
Halloween,
pattern that we did for Halloween. See, we can't remember.
I know. Short-lived memory.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I remember really well some things, but only for about 1 minute.
Yeah.
And that's the hard part. It's very short now.
Then trying to get it back is not necessarily a good thing. So.
No, exactly. So I have another one. This one's called the Cottage Garden. It was one of my very first cute little gardens.
It was. I really like that one.
And I love the thatched roof on this one because it's kind of an interwoven, I think it's called basket weave. Well, anyway, it's a needlepoint stitch. And so if you can see this has a tiny bit of heart hanger in it.
Oh, that too. Yes, I forgot about that one. Yeah.
Tiny, tiny. So that's kind of fun. And thank you for all of your compliments. Marty says, I know I'm old, but I just had my eyes checked and they are fine. I'm having trouble seeing the white hard on her stitches. Maybe it's a white hard hanger stitches on the light blue background. And I think I've done them 3 times for each little block. Guess I'm limited in what I can see now. Yeah, yeah, that does happen, doesn't it? Sometimes, Absolutely. You know, your eyes they get a little bit different and then you don't see as well as you used to.
Yeah, that's for darn sure.
A good magnifier. Boy, I couldn't do without it now.
No, and I'm going to go get one this weekend, actually.
Are you?
Yeah. Because the little magnifier I've got here just
doesn't do it anymore.
Isn't cutting it, so I've got to get a better one. So
yeah, it's a good idea to get something that actually works.
Yes.
I bought my magnifier years ago at a store that I was working at, the needlework store, and at the time I didn't need it at all. And I thought, well, one day I will. Well, I think the one day arrived about 8 years ago. I was so thrilled because, you know, I already had it, right?
Absolutely.
I could just try it and went, oh my goodness.
I can see it.
I can see everything.
Yeah. And you've got a good quality one. So yeah.
I've got what's called a Dazor. Does anyone know what a Dazor is like? And then there's other magnifiers now by Ott. They have magnifier lighting systems.
Yes. They do,
that are pretty good.
Yeah.
Anybody else got any ideas about lighting and magnification? Because there's the kind that you bring with you to a class when you're traveling. But then there's the ones you have at home because you really need to see, you know, in the winter or when it's nighttime and you're watching TV. Those are all times when there's low light. And it would be good to have that, especially for this kind of work.
Absolutely. Yes.
We're kind of like fine jewelers.
Yes.
We need to see detail.
We do indeed. And, you know, the eye people just don't get it.
That's for sure. If you go to an optometrist, they keep thinking that the reading distance is plenty far enough.
Yeah, exactly. No,
and you know, I show them. They look at it like this because they're looking at the design. I'm going, no, you need to see every single thread of the fabric, and that's not easy for when you're not a stitcher.
Exactly. And the last time I did take my stitching and I said, you want me to, you know,
show you?
Show you? Oh, no, I've got it.
That's so funny. That's what my optometrist said. No, don't worry. I've got it.
Exactly.
But
no, you don't. You do not have it. You do not understand. Anyways.
So we have to just, you know, shake them by the throat and say, listen.
Yeah, that's right. I should actually take it in with the needle and say, you try to stitch.
Now, there's a thought. You know, they probably wouldn't do it.
They probably wouldn't do it.
Know-it-all,
that's people. Right, yeah.
Anyway, okay, one more.
This is
a very cute one. It's called Tropical Garden, and it's specially made for people who either live in the tropics or guess what?
Or
vacation in the tropics, which is what I would do.
That's what she did last year.
Oh, I still think about it. It was so wonderful.
I bet, yes.
And there's that little boat, you know, and the palm tree and the waterfall. And then there's the, what do you call those? The little tropical fish, which look like little blobs because it's fuzzy, but they look like tropical fish.
I like the tropical fish.
I do too.
Yeah.
And then, of course, there has to be a flamingo and a parrot because, you know, it's pretty tropical right there.
And hibiscus.
And there's me and Richard, or you and someone.
Yeah.
You know, it could be your imaginary lover.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It's a man and you.
Exactly. Vacationing on the beach. Yeah. Jennifer says, keep on giggling. It makes her smile. Oh, that's good.
I can't stop giggling.
No, I can't either.
Tammy says, howdy from West.
From Snowfall, Rain, Washington, Pennsylvania.
Okay. I see. From Washington, Pennsylvania. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Tammy.
Yeah.
Don't forget, when you're driving, don't text.
No, it's not allowed, actually. I just heard there's increasing that fine up to $1,000 if you get caught.
That's terrible. And what about if you want to use your phone as a GPS?
Yeah. Well, if they catch you with it, you're looking at it and you're holding it.
Oh, no. They were talking on the news yesterday that if you have your cell phone sitting on your dashboard or sitting on the seat beside you and it's on, they can ding you.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. No, yeah.
I mean, why not ding you for looking at the radio or
exactly having a cup of coffee?
What, in your car while you're driving?
Drinking coffee in your car.
Many people do that.
I've seen, never mind that. I've seen people putting on their mascara, curling their hair.
Yeah, but they could be fined for that too, I believe.
Yeah.
The point is that you should be able to turn on your radio or look at your GPS and have it talk to you, and then it's going to be on.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm already outraged.
Oh, Tammy still has to finish block 3 this weekend, and she loves her fluorite and magnifying lens.
Okay, that's really good to know.
Thank you. I'll look for that.
Because I think that one can be available online if you can't find it here. Oh, Carol loves her Dazer. Sandy loves her Dazer.
Yeah.
I have a stand, one that is a light and magnifier.
Yeah.
That's good, Clary.
Exactly.
And the lady's got both table and floor lights.
Yeah.
Oh, so the 2 brands that we mentioned are the ones that you guys have. Marty says, I use magnifier, but it's more of a problem of seeing the white stitch next to the light blue background. You know, Marty, you've got to change backgrounds.
Yeah. Don't stitch on blue.
There's something about that light blue. You're so right about the eye professionals. Yeah, they do not get it. Kathleen says, I had a Dazer, but I recently got some Craft Topics.
Oh.
Craft Topics. That's a new one for me, which have my prescription in them with a light that shines where I'm looking.
Cool.
Are you kidding?
Wow, that sounds great.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I am going to Google that immediately.
Absolutely.
Craft Topics.
Huh.
Thanks, Kathleen.
We'll have to look for that. Yeah.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
So she had a Dazer, and then she's now using Craft Topics, which are just basically glasses. Well, and having your prescription in them is, of course, the key, right?
Yeah.
Your prescription has to be able to see very close.
Absolutely.
So if you don't get an optometrist to get you the right prescription, you're still not
going to see properly.
No.
Yeah.
Donna says I couldn't stitch without my magnifier and light. And it's so true. I mean, even if you could, when you were younger, you could see very clearly, it's still better to have the magnifier and light.
Yeah.
Beverly says, hello, Beverly. Haven't seen you yet.
Hi, Beverly. Yes.
She loves her Dazer and has a daylight floor lamp that is easy to take to places and works great too.
Good.
Just the lamp is good.
Absolutely.
Karen Krause was going to mention the Craft Topic. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. Sounds like you might have one too. And a pair of stitching glasses. Yeah. Those really help too, don't they? Clary says, I brought my fabric to my eyeglass appointment and told them I have to be able to see the holes with my glasses. Okay.
Well, I tried, but he didn't want to see any of it. So
he didn't care about the holes.
He did not care.
But anyway, Clary, as long as you bring them with you, I think that's for anyone who's going to get glasses. Take those things with you, those stitching place things with you, so that they can see exactly how you stitch.
Absolutely.
And how far away your eye is from what you're looking at.
Yeah.
Because then they'll say, oh yeah, no problem. And then inside their heads, they'll say, we'll just make it reading distance.
That's right.
No.
Yeah.
It has to be much closer. Like mine is about this far away, whatever that is.
Yeah.
8 to 10 to 12 inches. It's
something
not
like that.
And reading distance is 20 to 22, I think, or something.
Something like that, yeah.
Tammy, Kathy Bird says, to see better, I have a high-powered stitching glasses. High-powered stitching glasses.
Ooh.
Oh, good. Well, you got a good optometrist then.
That's right, exactly.
Yeah. And Tammy says, I'm currently sitting in a parking lot. Okay, fine, because I thought you were driving and texting. Jennifer says, I have an light with a magnifying glass. My sister gave it to me because she felt guilty when I complained I was going blind stitching on a 40 count for her. and marked.
True.
Especially when you add the for her, right?
Yes.
Then she feels guilty.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, what?
Oh, I'm saying yes to Tammy. Sorry. not good if I just say yes without acknowledging what I'm saying yes to. Tammy says I'm able to get hot light at Joann's with coupons sales locally. Thank you.
Mm-hmm,
Yes.
mm-hmm. Yes, we don't have Joann's here.
No, we don't.
It could be where you
We
live.
do have Michael's, but.
She's still using mag eyes. Yeah, well, that can happen.
Yeah.
The daylight I have is a lighted magnifier.
Oh.
The daylight. Oh, probably a hot light or something like that. I was told 18 inches is the standard. Yeah, there you go. And it got to be closer than that.
Exactly.
Karen Krause says craft topics are like binoculars with your prescription glasses. Can also be equipped with reading glasses. Oh, you mean they kind of clip on and they look like, oh, I know. My dentist uses those to get up close and personal with my mouth, which I think is gross.
Yeah. But on the other hand, it's probably a good thing to clean teeth to be able to see them.
I don't know why it came out like that. Sorry. Gotta go and move into a different direction.
You know what? It's definitely not a profession I would have chosen. And obviously I have not chosen. Get that close.
Yeah.
But
another one. Ready? Desert garden. This is kind of good for people who go to the desert. Like there's lots of people that actually not only live there, which I don't know about you guys, but I really do like all of the wonderful colors, the ochres and see the cacti at the top there. So this is called the desert garden, and it's got the little, what do you call it, coyote and the lizard and some other desert garden flowers, which I don't know. And look, someone is actually spraying illegally in the desert. They're using water for their few little flowers in their garden. So if you live in the garden, in the desert, or if you visit there, or you know someone who you can send something to that's living in a desert, they love their gardens too, and they're not the same as the kinds of gardens
they are not,
or anywhere else in the world. You can have a desert garden too.
Yes.
And Karen Krause says, yep, just like the dentist and jewelers. Thank you.
Yes.
So it's those little guys. Those are craft topics.
And I have thought about, when I've gone to have my teeth cleaned, I went, what a great idea.
We have the same hygienist.
Yeah.
So she goes to see that same girl, and I think her name is what? Karen? Krista. So Krista, was really jubilant when she first got her craft optics. I don't know, those little magnifying binocular looking things, and she flips them down and starts working. She can actually be quite a bit farther away from her work, which I think for her it probably was really good because of her back.
Yes.
But that makes total sense for stitching too, because then you can hold it down here and still see.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. But I never put the two together.
If you're watching TV though, how that would work. Because I stitch while I watch TV, so.
But I got a pair of glasses that I cut right across the middle, or had cut, like this. So the top part is all far-seeing, like I can see the TV, and the bottom part is like 10 inches away. So it's like a bifocal, but much larger down at the bottom than a usual bifocal, so I can see quite wide, and it is heaven. I can see my stitching, and I look up and I see the TV, and like that. So. Yes. I'm using that now.
Well, see, I've got progressives, and he made them. Yeah, I can see the TV, no problem. Didn't quite get the stitching part of it, though.
I know, and progressives are nice for everyday wear, like for regular, so that you can kind of move your head around.
Yeah.
But when you want to have a huge field of vision for your stitching, having progressives, you're constantly searching.
Absolutely, searching, and you know what? Being I don't wear them all the time, they make me dizzy. I cannot walk around the house wearing them, so I put them on to stitch and that, but I have to take them off if I want to get up.
Well, one good thing is, the lucky thing is that even if you put the wrong lenses in, you don't have to rebuy your frames. You can always put different lenses in, and it isn't quite as expensive.
Absolutely.
So that's a possibility.
Yeah.
Oh, Cleary, your daughter lives in Arizona. That would be great for her.
Yes.
What's it called again? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Desert Garden.
That's right.
And Kathleen says, when I look up, I can see the TV with no problem.
Thanks, Kathleen.
Yeah, well, that's good to hear. So you can have the binoculars and still look up. Super. Lots of great info today about magnification and same-size samplers. Yeah, exactly. So today was educational.
Exactly. We tried to be as well as entertaining.
As well as crazy, apparently.
Crazy. Giggles.
We got so many comments saying that we were really being totally silly and laughing a lot. So thank you, because we really didn't know we were doing it. And now, of course, we're a little like self-conscious.
And we do it on a regular basis. So, you know, it's...
Thank you so much for your feedback. Honestly, the fact that you're there giving us feedback makes all of this our joy.
Absolutely.
Like, you think that we do this every day on a regular basis, and we do talk a lot.
We do talk a lot.
But we're not usually as giggly.
No, that's true.
You know.
And yes, we talk, but only at certain times of the day. We don't talk all day long.
You'd think we would, though.
You think we would, but we wouldn't get any work done.
No,
so.
We're very strict about that. Put a door between us.
That's right. Exactly.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, I've got to go to work now. I want to finish this. So.
Okay, got the hint. All right.
Yeah, please let me work.
I must be lucky to still be able to stitch with just my ordinary glasses.
Yes, you are.
Yep, Karen, but you know, these things, they do have a way of changing as we age.
Yes.
And that doesn't mean that we can't do it. We just get different tools.
Yes. Yeah. Because I used to be able to stitch for hours and hours.
Not so much.
And not have glasses on. I can't do that anymore.
Not so much.
No.
Kathleen says she's going to have her with her at the October retreat. Yay! We get to see them.
Yay!
Patty says, I enjoy your upbeat happiness. Cheers me up also.
Good. Thanks, Patty.
Thank you. And we did hear from someone, which was quite touching. I remember you reading it out to me. You said, this is a really nice email.
Yeah.
She said something about her feeling
like two friends coming to visit when she tunes in to see us.
Yeah.
So,
what a wonderful thing. I mean, it made us feel not only that, you know, it must, she was housebound.
Yes.
At the time. I'm not sure if she continues to be housebound. I'm not going to even mention who it is. It's just the point is that comment made us feel so, you know, useful to you and happy that that helps you.
That we
in your day.
Exactly. That you feel that way watching our crazy antics. So.
Our silliness. And Carol says, I'm going to visit a friend in Arizona this summer. Oh, it would. Yeah. It would be so special.
Good gift for her.
Because the thing is that there aren't an awful lot of samplers or whatever about the desert.
Yes.
And I remember thinking that, and I love some of the colors, those deserty colors. Anyway, so yeah, you'll enjoy that one. And it's not big. You can just do it quickly.
Is it time for the next one?
Yes.
This is one near and dear to my heart, and it's the Seaside Garden Sampler.
Yes. I love
and let me see if I can get it.
There. Perfect.
And a little bit straighter.
That's actually our lighthouse. It's one of the oldest lighthouses in BC called Fiskard Lighthouse.
Exactly.
So it's modeled after that. Anyway.
That's right.
And there's some starfish and a seagull and some shells and a seagull. And of course, our idea of heaven is going to the beach.
The beach.
I don't think anybody disagrees with that.
Yeah.
If you have a beach nearby, it's a lovely one. And actually, that does look a little more like an ocean beach than a lake beach.
Absolutely.
Because of the lighthouse. But it could be.
Yes.
And the seagulls. Yeah, there's not many seagulls at a lake either. Unless you're close to the beach.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
Aw. That is so nice.
Thanks, Sandra. Absolutely.
Sandy
Two friends coming to visit every Friday.
Well, we feel the same way. You guys, I know that generally we have somewhere between 30 and 40 people coming to visit us every Friday.
That's right.
And honestly, we, you know, Lisa's actually going home today, and she would have stayed home if we weren't doing this.
I would have, yes.
But she came in because she can't miss,
That's right. I can't miss Facebook Friday.
No, we can't miss you guys.
Because it brings me joy. So, you know.
And the connection between us is so much stronger now than it ever was in our 22 years since we started. The connection between us and Stitchers is huge for us because we're doing this all behind the scenes. We don't have people coming in.
No.
You know, we're not a shop that we have people coming in. You get phone calls.
Yeah.
But generally, I'm not in touch with anyone other than our coworkers, like Petra and Sandy and Sandra and Lorraine and you and Gabor.
Yeah.
Those are our coworkers, but not our end user, lovely Stitchers. So this has been for us just joy. Joy.
Yeah.
And we have 4 more small gardens.
We do, exactly. And Karen loves the Seaside and Woodland Gardens so far. Love both types of gardens.
I love woodland gardens also.
Yes.
Loretta says, I love going to the beach. Yes, me too.
Yes. 2 hours. Oh, that's still a drive.
But it's lucky because if you're in the interior.
That's right. That's right.
You know, you've got to be on the boards.
Yeah, 2 hours is not that bad, actually.
No, of course, we can see the ocean from here. So, you know, we think 2 hours is like quite a ways.
It's quite a ways, but yes. But we're on an island, so we actually have ocean all the way around us. So can't get that far away from it. Actually.
No, we couldn't get too far.
No.
Like 2 hours away, that would be impossible.
That's right, yes.
Jennifer says, watching you two reminds me of when my sister used to come to my house in Virginia. Oh, you guys should do your own little thing, your own Zoom thing.
That's right.
Oh, I'm sure you do already, Jennifer. Okay, so we got summer, autumn, and winter. These are the three, and then we have spring over there.
That's right. You want to start with spring?
Okay. Yeah.
It's not in a bell pull, and I'm actually stitching this right now. I'm loving it. I have a problem getting it straight.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Just a little bit back. There we go.
Yeah, a little bit
back. So
then
you've got the blossoms and the little bunny, and you've got some swans,
daffodils,
and some lupins, I think, in the middle there. Yeah, and tulips in the daffodils of the spring garden. And of course, we've got the blossoms at the bottom, and the bees and the birds come by. So.
And I'm almost done. I just have to cut the hem stitching, but I realized I added extra fabric to it so I could do the swan pillows. So I'm actually stitching on that right now. So you're not going to be finished for a while. I'm hoping this weekend. Okay. Maybe. We'll see how my time goes. Is that the color that you're having a hard time with? You can choose a slightly darker blue. Yeah, that would be helpful. Yes. Because you're right. The combination of the light blue and the white, it's really hard. Hard for me too. Yeah. And next? Next would be summer. Yes. Summer is a bell pull, at least in this way. So summer is on green or a pale green. And I love that green. Me too. Unfortunately, you cannot get it anymore. I know. It used to be called mint green. Mint green, yes. Maybe this is a kind of green that you could dye. You might be able to. Right? Because it's just pastel, light green. So this is summer with your summer leaves and the little sailboat, and I really like the little tiny gazebo. Yes, that reminds me of summer. And of course, you know, your cat watching the birds. That's summer to me. And guess what she's doing down there? Just like in the tropical garden, only she doesn't have her boyfriend with her. No, she's just lying around. Some peace and quiet. Getting some rest. Getting some rest. Exactly. Whew. That vacation in the winter was that's right. Yeah, exactly. Thank God he's not here right now. I can just imagine you in your garden. Okay, one more, because you know we're running out of time. We're running out of time. And what is this? Oh, I bet I know what this is, because guess what? There's pumpkins in it. Yay! So there is the sunflower and the straw man. What's the straw man called? Scarecrow. Scarecrow. Yeah. Silly me. Apples in the tree, crows in the tree, apples in the basket, some little leaves. Yeah, leaves. Chickens. I don't know why the chickens had to be there, but they're there. And of course, some pumpkins and the same kind. Oh, she's raking and raking. Yeah. And of course, the little squirrels are gathering their nuts. And as usual, she's by herself in the garden doing all the work. Yeah, notice how the only place where there's a guy. A guy is the one where tropical. Where she had to take him on vacation. Sorry, that's terrible of me. No, it's the only place where you actually see him, because it's a place where he doesn't have to do any work. It's like, thank goodness my husband doesn't listen to this. He'd think I'm terrible. Well, he probably already does think I'm terrible anyway. So it's okay. That ship has sailed. Okay, last one. Guess what this is? This is what's in Vermont right now. There we go. There's a little bunny, etc. This one I did quite a long time ago. You did. Little chickadees. And a tiny, tiny bit of cutouts there. Just little square cutouts. Squares. I love the cardinals on this one. Me too. It's very peaceful. Yeah. Thank you very much for all your hearts and loves and little angry faces in between. Yeah. Enough of little angry faces too, because it means there's somebody's clicking on it. So thank you for those too. Thanks, Jennifer. Yes, love the summer garden too. Thanks, Karen. They are so pretty. All the seasons, actually. I remember this one stitcher. She put all the seasons together in one frame.
And she did them separately, I think, but she put them together. Who was that? Do you remember? You probably don't remember. That was way too long ago. But we did see a picture of it, and they looked so cool all together, didn't they?
Yeah. I know, Pat. Sorry.
I love the garden series. Thank you. There might even be another garden series somewhere. Portion.
For another one added to it?
No, we have the Noah's Garden. We have a couple of others that have the same size.
Yes.
But they're not in this kind of format.
Exactly. Yes.
Exactly. I'll be bugging you soon enough, says Karen to Jennifer. Loretta says, I think you love the garden series. Thank you.
Exactly. And Karen, all of us need breaks from our significant others.
And
yes,
some more than others. Thank you all for being here and joining us. I hope you enjoyed this week's Spring is Sprung is what I called it, Square.
Square,
And I'll be looking forward to seeing any other idea that you decide that you're going to put on there. Maybe it'll be Spring Block Party or just Block Party. That could be in there. Or your name or your state or your
year,
whatever, your year, happy birthday, whatever that makes you think of this particular design now that you've seen at least 3 of the other blocks.
Yes.
Now there are going to be 2 more blocks and they will be to do with spring. So do keep that in mind when you put in words, and you might want to wait with your words until the other 2 are up. It's just that it was spring just this week.
It was.
So I thought, well, the word spring is sprung. It really is very appropriate for this week, right?
Yeah.
So I hope you enjoy that, and I hope more people will jump in. We've had already, I think, about 20 people.
20 people stitching it?
Yeah, but you know, we've had more than that in previous times, and I have a feeling that this one, because it was a little larger, and there were a lot of more choices to be made.
Yes.
It was just a little bit more than people wanted to take on, besides the other stitching you're already doing. I mean, let's face it, it's
very
not
true.
The only thing you'd be doing. So I can understand that. So I appreciate it very much that you're joining in, because it's fun, totally fun to see the interpretations that you give it. So I hope more people will join in.
Absolutely. Beverly says that Woodland Garden was her very first stitch.
Aw.
Thanks, Beverly.
Yeah. I bet it's still hanging up somewhere. I hope it is, or someone's got it. Some of my first stitching is at other people's places that I don't even know anymore.
Yeah, you don't remember anymore?
No, I might not remember, but I don't see those people anymore.
That's right,
It's very strange. Anyway, I hope you have a great weekend.
Absolutely, yes.
And that you don't get as much snow as you hope at your fear.
Yeah.
And that you get more sunshine and lots and lots and lots of stitching in. I hope you have a good weekend.
I hope you all have a good weekend too.
Bye, Petra.
We'll see you all next week. I must get home now.
Yes. I want to say one more thing. And Carolyn, if you're watching this, you are still our newest employee in the office here.
Yeah.
Petra doesn't work in the office.
That's right.
But you are working extra hard in our office, and we really appreciate you.
That
so
we do.
A little shout out to you too. We cannot forget you, and it almost did.
Yeah.
So thank you, Carolyn. I'll see you next week.
See everybody next week.
See you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.